Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Today is going to be a build up on the previous video. But before we start, please get a note and your pen because you're going to be writing down a few things. Right now, if your life is not looking like what you want it to be, three things have to happen. If you're seriously tired of the way things are and you cannot see yourself living another 10 to 15 or even 20 years of your life to come in this exact situation that you're in, then you must commit to carrying out these activities the way I'm going to be listing them out. You may be wondering, but why does this woman keep talking about if you're not living the life you're living, you want to live, or you're not living your dream life? It's because I mingle with a lot of people on a daily basis. And there is this sense of helplessness that you hear from them when they're talking about their situation. It's almost as if we've given up on our ability to be able to do something about our situation. We feel like there is somebody somewhere or there's something somewhere that has made it impossible for us to achieve the goals we would want to achieve. So, seeing these things on a daily basis is just a symptom or an indication that there are a larger number of people that are battling these same issues. Let me give you a story. 4 years ago, I used to be a classroom teacher. And I woke up one day and I told myself, this is not the life I want to live. I had kids. I would rush to go and drop my toddler at my parents' house. I will now rush to go and drop the smaller ones in their school. I will now rush to go and drop the elder ones in their own school because they were going to different schools. Then I will now rush to my own school where I was teaching. When I close, I will now go to the shop. I used to be a tailor. And then from the shop, I close around 6, then go to my parents' house, pick the kids and come back home to come and now cook. I get back home and I am dead tired. My kids, I rarely have time for them because as soon as they come back, I am barking, shouting, beating, tapping, just very angry and upset and it's not their fault. But I looked at myself, I said, I cannot continue like this. This is not the life I envisaged for myself. So what do? I did not have any skill. In fact, at the time, this was 2019, initially, I didn't have a smartphone. I did not even know about social media. I knew there was Facebook. I had an account back then when everybody was opening accounts, but that was all. But when I saw that my life could not continue that way, I just knew something had to change. So the bringing into my knowledge, the fore of my knowledge that the fore of my consciousness that things cannot continue the way they are. That was the beginning of the change happening. Because as far as I'm concerned, all I can say is it was Allah that just made the other things to fall into place. Right? So the reason why I'm bringing this story is until you yourself make up your mind and make the conscious decision to say, enough of this helplessness that I feel, I need to do something about my situation. This is how you keep living life. You yourself knows best the life that you're living, and you know best where it hurts. You know best where you wish there was a great change. So the 3 decisions you're going to make, number 1 is the biggest of them all. On your notepad that I said you should carry, what do you currently hate the most about your life right now that you're living? What is it? The biggest pain in your life as you are now. What is it? You write it out. Then the second question you ask yourself is, what are the things that I must stop doing right now so that my life does not continue to be the way it is? What are the things you're doing that are not serving you? You know better what they are. In my own case, back then, I used to watch these Turkish soap operas. So I used to follow the series every day. Even when weekends comes, they repeat what they did from Monday to Friday. So I watch it from Monday to Friday, and then on Saturday again, I sit down to watch it from morning till evening. So this was productive time that I could have used in learning something new, that I was dashing somebody else, that was making money off of my ignorance. Because for every program I sit down to watch, they are being paid for the viewership they get. So when I realized I was doing things that were not serving the new life I wanted to live, I just woke up one day and I stopped watching them. I did not even do that, okay, reduce it small. No. I had been watching them for so long. What has it done for me? What additional thing had it added to the life that I wanted? So I had to stop myself from doing that one. So in your own case now, what are the things you currently do that are not serving you? I met with somebody who said, Identa, how come like when she gets on her phone, she gets carried away swiping or scrolling on social media. I said, okay, so what can you do in place of scrolling on social media? That is a question only you can answer for yourself. Then the third thing, you now ask yourself, what is the dream life I want to live? What do I want the life I want to live in the future to look like? What must happen for me to live that life? What are the things I must change? What are the new information that I must know? Who are the new people that I must meet? What are the mindset changes that I have to force myself to imbibe? Right? So let me come over those three things again. Number one, what do I hate about my current situation? Number two, what must change about my current situation? What must I stop doing? What must I begin to do more of? Then number three, what does my dream life look like? My dream life look like? What do I want my dream life to be? Then what must I do to make that dream life to become a reality? Once you have made these three intentional observations, the next thing you have to tell yourself now is, I, Hajara, I commit to doing the opposite of everything that has gotten me to where I am right now. I, Hajara, commit to do the opposite of everything that has gotten me to where my life or my situation is right now. I know it will be hard, but I prefer a hard that would lead me to my dream life than a hard that will keep me stuck at a difficult life that I do not want. Write that statement out and commit to taking action on a daily basis, taking intentional action on a daily basis. Otherwise, another year would come and we'll still be at the exact same position that we are without anything having changed. So, I'm going to ask you, are you tired of the current life that you're living? Number one, are you committed to doing everything it takes to change your situation, no matter how difficult it gets? If you have made these commitments, go back now and pray to Allah to make it easy for you and then get to work.